Well, everyone, you might be thinking about trading in your Apple Watch to Apple, meaning maybe you're trying to buy a new Apple Watch and you want to go ahead and get some trade-in value for another Apple Watch, maybe a newer one. Now, the thing I would definitely tell you is that if you're trying to get the most bang for buck, meaning if you're trying to go ahead and just try to make the most amount of money from that Apple Watch, usually trading it in is not going to be the best strategy. It's going to be an easier strategy, but you're probably not going to make the most amount of money if you go ahead and actually trade it in. And the reason for that is because you're kind of trading in the value per dollar for how much you can trade in your Apple Watch for ease and simplicity of basically just trading it in and not having to worry about, shipping it out to anybody, dealing with complaints of that person. Sometimes that person may not even like it and they'll return it back, things like that. So at least by trading into Apple, you can be rest assured that you're probably not going to have to deal with anybody's annoyingness when you're trading in that Apple Watch. I used to sell a lot of phones and Apple Watches back in the day, when I would, review them and resell them 6 years ago. And it was always so annoying because I'm not really a business person. It was always so annoying having to deal with complaints and customer service. I hate that kind of stuff. And it was very, very weird. With trading in your Apple Watch to Apple, it is a much easier process. So if you don't mind dealing with complaints, then sell it. You'll make more money. But if you just want to go ahead and if you're already buying an Apple Watch, it might just make more sense for you to go ahead and actually just purchase an Apple Watch. Click that you're trading in an Apple Watch and then trade in your Apple Watch to Apple. That could very well be a much easier way of basically just getting trade-in value for that Apple Watch, especially if you're already buying it. Even though you may not be getting the most amount of money that way, it still is a very much easier way of just getting trade-in value and getting a decrease for the payment that you're going to have to pay for your Apple Watch. The only other thing I can think about is that if your Apple Watch is kind of broken or if there might be a slight issue with it, I've realized that Apple is pretty lenient with how they go ahead and kind of trade in their devices, meaning it has to be in good condition, it has to be on good stuff, everything like that. But if there's a random glitch with your Apple Watch, let's say for example, it has really bad battery health or stuff like that, I've read that usually Apple is a little bit more lenient with Apple Watch trade-ins, so they won't be super upset. If you're selling your Apple Watch to somebody, you're going to have to disclose every single issue that's wrong with it. Usually with an Apple Watch, you don't have to really disclose anything. You're not really saying anything. You're just shipping it to them, and if they accept it, they accept it. If they don't, then they'll ship it back. So that's another thing I'd probably think about. So if you fit in any of those criterias, that's probably what I would think about in this case. So overall, I'll probably tell you I'm a big fan of the Apple Watches, and definitely if you're in the market, go for it. Trade in your Apple Watch. I think it's a pretty good decision. So that pretty much covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.